And my mic is good. Okay. Magnus isn't back yet, but he will be back in a second. Now they're just okay. Okay, so now we're getting something from someone else. Everyone's like, you were ready, right? Okay, so we got first bands. We got Warwick, and then we got Jarvan band, and then a Shen band. Not too surprising on the Warwick Shen band. Those are both pretty strong last game. Jarvan, I think that's still a targeted ban from previously. Morgana's a pretty strong ban, so not too surprised about that one. Again, I don't know if I said it is game 2 of Any Which Way versus We Give the Best Leashes for the people on YouTube. The people on the stream, they already know that, but I had to start the video kind of hastily here, so. Or actually, okay. So we got Warwick. Okay, so we got a bunch of targeted bans. Warwick, Shen, and Ahri. Those are both all targeted from the last match. All 3 of those champions did really good for Any Which Way. So I have to see what they go for with their picks. They're going to have to change their strategy up. And then we got Jarvan, Morgana, and Rammus. Again, Rammus, not too surprising, really strong. Great jungle, great gank. And we should get the first pick from We Give the Best Leashes. We'll have to see if they change up their strategy, if they mix things up and go with something a little more unorthodox, or if they go with something a little more standard. We got a Tristana pick, I believe. I'm trying to remember who had Tristana last game. Tristana was Any Which Way. So we're going to switch that one up. And then we got a Trundle pick. So I guess Harsh Logic has been playing some pretty good Trundle lately. There was a targeted ban from that previously, but they get to pick it up this time. So we'll see how well his Trundle does in comparison to his Shen. Then we got an Alistair pick, which they've had for... they had that match one? No, they didn't. So that's a switch. And we got a Renekton as a possible top for We Give the Best Leashes. Oh no, okay, we're switching it up again. I'll just wait until they lock in. But we do have a Skarner lock in. He did have some problems with that last match, though, so we'll have to see if he picks up this match a little bit better and doesn't get out of position or anything. We got an insta-lock on Ryze. Very strong middle, very tanky, does a lot of damage because of his scale of getting mana. And we got a lock on Ashe also. Another great bottom, awesome ultimate. What one of our friends called the Glory Arrow. Starts off the good fight. Okay, we do have the Janna. Pretty strong pick, a lot of control with the Janna Tristana for that bottom lane. Since they don't have the Alistair, which I believe they did have for last match. No, they went Taric. Alistair was Any Which Way. Okay.
Wow, looks like we have some really targeted bans.
Yeah, I said that the bans were super targeted this time. Okay, so we may have a Olaf. He did get buffed last patch. He is doing a lot of damage now. And a Cassiopeia again. Cass was doing pretty good. Unfortunately, they are pro at dodging her ultimate.
That's probably why they didn't target banner.
I can't spell Cassiopeia, but that's fine.
Alright, looks like the final pick is up.
The Manioga man, he played Warwick last game. We'll have to see how well he does this match with an Aurelia.
And he hasn't locked in yet. He might wait for someone else, but Aurelia is a really good champion.
Aurelia is a really strong top. See, that's the problem is you can say against Olaf she'll do fine, but Olaf just got buffed. So his meta is changing a lot. You know, like he's a much better jungler. He's a much better top than he was. He was really falling off in the late game before, but now he scales well throughout the entirety of the game.
Alright, that has been locked in. We are going to see a teleport on her side. We do have 2 heals with that Ash heal and the Alistair heal, but that might switch up within the
Yeah,
next
we still
30
got 30
seconds.
seconds.
Yeah.
So.
So wait for the delay to lock in to see what's...
But if we have an Ignite and a heal on Tristana, so she has no flash. She's saving all of her escape mechanics with her leap. And also, we have a heal and an exhaust on that Janna. So, again, Janna gets out of position very bad. The only thing she has to escape is using her ultimate or her Q. She is really fast, though, so I guess you could save that. But if she gets locked down from Ryze or locked down from Aurelia or Alistair, or even a good killer by Trundle, that could really put Janna in a bad position.
Alright. Looks like the delay has begun, so...
And we have gone with those spells. Again, mid lane, usual flash, ignite, flash, ignite. Top lane, we have ignite versus teleport. So like we said, 5-man dragon on any which way side. But ignite's going to help him win that lane against Aurelia. And we're going to have to see how well his damage scales throughout the game and see if he can keep up with Aurelia. Aurelia's damage isn't super strong until she gets her Trinity Force, so we'll have to see if the Maniogomaz decides to rush that Trinity Force on that Aurelia. Late game, though, like, Cass is really strong, but any which way is just has so much control. Every single one of their champions has a control or an initiate. And on the other side, you have a lot of like safety mechanisms off of Janna, and Skarner has good initiate. But Cass's initiate, it's good, but you have to, like, they all have to be in a really bad position, and any which way just doesn't look like they ever do that. You know,
yeah,
they're really good at dodging.
They turned their backs really well against that all. Like, they did really well.
Yeah, so I'd have to say, though, I'd give mid lane to Cassiopeia in the early game, and then when Ryze starts to build tanky, like if he builds Banshee's Veil first, then she's going to start having a problem. Because he gets a lot of damage from that Catalyst, and he gets health, and he gets magic resist. And if he's fed blues from Trundle, which I believe Trundle isn't really mana dependent on his jungle for the mid game, that means Ryze is going to be really dangerous in that mid game.
We did see that Skarner was able to feed Cassiopeia blues in the mid game as well.
Yeah, but he also kind of suffered too. Like,
yeah,
he didn't suffer because of the loss of blue, but he suffered because he was just behind in jungle, which could have been, that is loss of blue. But every time he ganked, he was just in a bad position, or Shen showed up and was like, oh yeah, your gank doesn't actually mean anything.
Yeah, well, fortunately for Best Leashes, they no longer have that Shen.
Yeah, a Shen Warwick combo, but now top lane has an Aurelia Trundle combo, which while it means Trundle has to be a little better in maintaining a good position. Like, Shen can be anywhere on the map, and then all of a sudden be like, hey, I'm here to stop your gank. But Trundle can't do that, but he still has a pillar. He can still increase his movement speed. He can still reduce people's armor and health and stuff.
And he was a targeted ban, so
on the first
it is
match.
Someone that Harsh Logic does want to play.
Yeah, he has. Either that means he has been playing him a lot, or he's played him in a previous match that We Give the Best Leashes has seen. So we'll have to see how dangerous his Trundle is.
Absolutely, and we're reaching the final seconds of the delay till we go to the load screen. But wow, I feel like Best Leashes really left themselves open for some really powerful champions. I'm surprised we didn't see like a Kassadin come into play.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, they're banned so much that a lot of people just don't play them that often.
Yeah, that's true. That's
but yeah, like if you do play them, they are really strong. So, like, you could pick them, and I think that's kind of the thing is everyone needs to have, like, if you play middle, you need to play Morgana and Kassadin. You just need to. Just because if there's ever a time when they're not banned, you will just destroy that lane because they win against almost everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. As far as skins go, we do see a Janna skin for Best Leashes and the same Cassiopeia skin we saw before.
Yep.
We do have that Unchained Alistair, the Ashe skin, the Ryze skin, and an Aurelia skin. So again, any which way is playing the way they want to play.
Yeah, they're definitely playing champions they're very comfortable with. I'm trying to remember who was Ari last match. That would be Ryze, right? So yeah, he's again loading the slowest.
Yeah.
Snapple U needs to get a slightly better internet connection.
I guess so.
Well,
or it's
actually,
just picking on him.
Yeah, I was to say his latency is only at 87.
Yeah, they're all.
So I guess it's just computer-wise, either processor or RAM or something like that.
But as soon as everyone else loads, it just goes.
Well, yeah, it goes up right
so.
away because then he hits all the bandwidth and all the processing goes to him on the server. But
All right, looks like Janus finishing up. Tristana, Trundle, Alistair, and Aurelia loading and Ash almost simultaneously loading really quickly. All right, looks like Janus done. Cassiopeia's done. Olaf is now about to be. How much longer do I have to expand this? Stuck at 97.
you're like, no, not done yet.
Nope. Got to pause here for both of them. I'm kind of scared. Crossing my fingers now because we were really lucky with that first match.
Yeah, we didn't even have a load problem this time. We didn't even notice.
Here we go. Just an instant load. They come right in. All right, we got 2 members moving. We got the good luck, have fun from Trundle. Cassiopeia and Skyner's moving. We don't have Olaf moving yet. Everyone has moved except for Ryze, and I think Alice has moved. All right, Olaf's moving. All right. Good luck, have fun, 1800s. Looks like Best Leashes is trolling.
Stuck in Elo.
Hell since 2002. Elo Hell OP. Alright, Aurelia going top.
Out in 2002.
I played Nintendo in 2002. Alright, so we got some good mannered banter. It looks like everyone is again setting up for a defensive position. I'm surprised that we're not seeing an invade just because both teams have shown that they play defensively. I'm surprised one team isn't going to try and
switch it
up on them. But, I mean, it just means that they're both comfortable. They're both going to get what they want to get and play the game they want to play. So
yeah, it makes for a pretty balanced start, and no matter what, Cassiopeia level 1, really dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. So. We do have a nice ward here by Any Which Way.
And we got guards for a ward and a guard with that Aurelia on top for the red. And then we got Tristana and Jenna on bottom guarding red for Olaf. Or Skarner, sorry.
Alright, we'll see if Best Leashes can maintain the title of giving the best leashes.
Oh, that was a pretty good leash from Olaf.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, they still... Look, he's taking no damage.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Any Which Way showing Best Leashes that they might not be giving the best leashes anymore. And it looks like Blue is going to Trundle, who's taken hardly any damage, grabs that level 2. They get out just in time. Whereas
I believe his passive is a heal. I don't remember. It's either his passive or his Q. So Trundle's just a really safe jungle, and he jungles pretty quickly too.
Let's see. Decompose. Whenever an enemy unit near Trundle dies, he heals for 2% of the maximum health.
Yeah. So he doesn't take damage. He does a lot of damage in the early and mid game. He has a good jungle.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, his abilities don't synergize well with his jungle. Like, one of them is a movement speed increase, and then that's the only thing that really synergizes. Like, you're not going to pillar in the middle of a jungle. And his ultimate gives him armor, magic resist, and I believe even a little bit of health based off of whoever he puts it on. So he's not going to use his ultimate in the jungle either. Which I don't think any champion uses. They're all in the jungle.
No, not normally. It's kind of a waste, really.
Yeah. Like, you might use your ult on, like, a Baron or a Dragon. But that's still pretty rare.
But, I mean, his stuff, while not good for handling stuff in the jungle, is really good for setting up ganks. That pillar can really throw you off. And
yeah, that's a massive slow. So yeah, this Olaf doing pretty good damage for early level.
Yep, pushing really hard.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a chunk. Holy crap. Probably forced to take a potion and back off a little bit.
I'm not too surprised. Even like pre-buff, I would have to give Olaf the lane in the early levels just because Aurelia has a slow lane in the start.
It looks like Olaf's backing off, but Aurelia doesn't really want to test that. She can't see him. He is in the bush.
Right, he is backing to buy, but I think he backed a little prematurely.
Yeah, he could have really pushed her and made her like forced her back from her tower, so that tower could get more kills, because she is able to pick up several last hits off of that tower.
Right, and by the time he runs up there, she's going to get... Well, he's running with the wave, so that means she only had one wave that was somewhat on the tower and not really uncontested, so I guess it was an okay back, and he did pick up some boots and probably another health potion, so...
It looks like Tristana and Jaina are really pushing bottom.
We got jungle coming down, or Alistair's coming down.
Yeah, Skarner looks like he's coming up to do
Setting
race.
up a ward.
Trundle going back down to grab wolves. Yeah, the only wards right now looks to be bottom. We do have this bush warded by both teams. We got this by Best Leashes, and Dragon has been warded by Any Which Way. Looks like Skarner's coming in to try to do some counter juggling. It's going to run directly right into Trundle. Ryze not responding because Trundle's doing a lot of damage.
That would have been a really great initiate if Ryze had continued on.
Yeah.
But Cass came and helped defend, so that was a nice job by mid.
Absolutely. Now it looks like Aurelia is pushing back hard now. A little bit ahead in XP, doing lots of damage to that Olaf. So answer to push with another push of her own. She's going to back off. She's really low on mana.
Yeah, Aurelia's, I believe it's her Q. If she kills a minion or an enemy with it, it refreshes. So when she starts to spam that, she can get some really great farm, but it's at the sacrifice of losing this.
Oh, we got a nice head up by Alistair and a nice throw up by Jaina. Able to save Tristana, even though Ashe had a really nice fan of arrows.
Yeah, that Ashe-Alistair combo when she uses her arrow to initiate is going to be really deadly. But if Jaina gets off some really great knockups and uses her slow to stop people, she should be okay.
Alright, looks like we're going to have a nice little gank by Trundle, able to sneak in around and get into that bush. Looks like Aurelia's going to try and bait. Are we going to see something happen here? Alright, Olaf is coming in, but just stand with his minions. Aurelia comes in.
Out of position.
Ooh. Yeah.
Good flash.
Excellent flash by Olaf's going to keep him alive. That pillar was able to slow him down, but not
and
stop him.
And they did burn his flash, so...
Yep.
Let's see if he comes for the hook.
That's not what he's going to do. Olaf backing off, afraid of that Trundle, is going to come from that hook, giving Aurelia some free farm time.
Now Aurelia has a stun, but Olaf's ultimate gets rid of that. So, and that ultimate lasts a little bit longer than her potential to do like 2 stuns. So, in a straight-on fight, that could be pretty dangerous.
Now this is really good by Skarner, coming in, trying to steal that blue, but Trundle's coming in. I don't think he knows it yet. We do have a nice ward here, and it looks like we do have the steal. Skarner able to come
Trundle
in.
didn't even know that either. He was figuring he was going to do wolves and then give it to her. Oh, he's checking now.
Yeah, and it's gone. Great steal by Skarner, slowing Trundle down.
Got away completely free. Now Ryze can't get the middle blue. And now Cassiopeia can be given blue by Skarner. Which I'm surprised they're not doing almost immediately, because that'll really help out her mid lane. He's going to do wolves and then push up to the blue.
Wow, Olaf doing lots of damage, but receiving a lot of damage from Aurelia as well. She's forced to take a potion, hide back to her tower. Trundle going to do Wraiths, and it looks like Skarner is setting up to give Cassiopeia that blue. No one's there to answer for it, and Cassiopeia picks up that blue and is able to come back and really going to push the middle lane now. We do have a ping on Skarner, so Aurelia knows he's coming. Oh no, he doesn't. Oh wait, yes, the ward down here, I didn't even see it originally. We do have a Trundle hiding out in this bush. Is Aurelia going to bait?
Yeah, I was say the thing, Skarner could go for like a wraparound when the lane's fully pushed up, but they're not. I guess they're deciding against it.
Alright. Trundle does see it. He did pull red, and Olaf is coming down to help us. So is Ryze, and Aurelia is going back to her lane. We do have a lot of really aggressive wards by Best Leashes. Not really much for warding going on for Any Which Way, who does have this warded, but I don't see many others. I think a lot of them went up, and they just haven't been able to ward again. Ooh, lots of damage going down to Aurelia. She gets ignited, but it's not going to be enough to take her down.
She did use her ult too.
Ooh, Ryze was able to pick up that first blood off Cassiopeia, but is chased by Skarner. Oh, saved by Trundle, that beautiful pillar. They're going to force him back. First blood goes to Any Which Way yet again. Ryze with an awesome kill on Cassiopeia, able to steal that blue for what little time he has of it, and he's making the best of it, even though he's so low health. Looks like Alistair's wrapping around, and they're chasing him. Going to catch them, maybe push her back in there. He pushes her in. Ashe is coming in, does the arrows, doing lots of damage to Trist. We're not going to see the ultimate yet.
Oh, they're fighting it, and she's shooting Alistair. That's a mistake.
Yeah,
Ashe
he's flashed off. He's been ignited. Ashe has been all... She does pick up the kill on Alistair, but Tristana's almost down. Ashe...
Okay, so yeah, like I would say it's a mistake, but Ashe... I don't know why Ashe was like stutter-stepping while she was shooting. She should have just kept auto-shooting the entire time, but instead she was reducing her damage by trying to maintain like almost point-blank distance with that Tristana.
Yeah, absolutely, and it worked out in Best Leash's favor. They caught up from that first blood, even though they got that first blood money. It's not that much, and it was enough to really try to keep ground with Any Which Way. Again, Any Which Way now has a bunch of wards out, so I think they were just waiting to ward. Alistair coming back. Ryze now has blue, being very strong.
Olaf's also going back again, picked up Philosophers. Went with some magic resist on a cloak. Aurelia has finished Wriggles. Doesn't have any boots yet though. CS wise, they're pretty even. Olaf's 4 ahead. Mid lane CS Cassiopeia is ahead by 8. No, not 9. Okay. And then bottom lane we have Tristana at 70 and Ashe is at 90. So Ashe pretty far ahead in CS, but unfortunately Alistair did die, and that's going to put them back a little bit on that bottom lane.
Now it looks like Trundle's coming in. Looks like he might be trying to pull... Nope, just checking for Dragon, I guess.
Yeah, he has like great warding around the Dragon, all 4 corners of it, so...
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like they want to set up to do it soon. Skarner there, sees Trundle. Jaina coming in. Warding that. Tristana doing lots of damage. Able to take a lot of damage too, forcing that Alistair back. We do have some pings. It does look like Skarner is trying to set up something. Oh, looks like he might try to gank Ryze and wrap around, but Trundle's right there. Nice ward by Trundle. Seeing Skarner go back and forth like that is able to protect Ryze from a bottom river gank. Looks like Olaf yet again is pushing. It's still a level ahead of Aurelia, who's just caught up. And is going to start fighting off of her turret yet again. Trummy going back to Wolves.
We got a fight on bottom.
Yes, we do. Tristana still focusing on that Alistair. Well, looks like Olaf's coming in, pushing against that turret of Aurelia's. So Alistair's coming up to ward. Oh, Skarner's coming in. Looks like he wants to set up the gank, but that has been warded by Any Which Way, so Aurelia knows that he is there. Gonna stay by her tower.
They also know that he's up there, so Trundle's getting...
Ooh, Ryze might be able to catch him, but backs off instead to lane some more. Here comes... Ooh, nice lockdown. Prevents the gank from Skarner. Skarner's forced to try to go somewhere else. Looks like he might be going for blue now, but that has popped. And yeah, Cassiopeia getting ready to go back there and grab it, but Trundle's there, warding, waiting. I don't think they have a ward right here, so I don't know what he plans on doing.
Ryze
Comes in. Ryze comes in. blocks Cassiopeia's way. It's going to force Skarner to grab it. Olaf coming in to help. Looks like they're going to grab Wolves. We do have a lot of pinging. Aurelia coming in, but they might... No, they're not going to be able to catch Trundle. Nice movement speed buff by Trundle's going to get him out of there and safe. Picking up, I think, a Wolves. And, ooh, we do have the ult by Ryze, but Cassiopeia is able to take down Trundle. They are pushing in, though. We do have an Ignite. Cassiopeia gets killed by Aurelia. And we're still going to see some more fighting. Olaf trying to get out of there.
Aurelia was close to dead, too.
Oh, yeah.
So
we do have a 1-for-1.
That's the danger of Aurelia. If she has less Glory Arrow, no?
No Glory Arrow. Will it hit someone in the Summer Circle? No, misses. Aw, too bad. Would have been nice. But that was kind of a long shot anyway. Quite literally and figuratively. Alright, looks like Olaf's pushing. We're still at 2-on-2. It does look like Best Leashes does have a bit of a gold lead. Not by much, but by about 6.
Yeah, that's CS too, because like that Olaf's at 86, Aurelia's only at 70, so that's almost a 20 lead. Bottom Tristana's at 115, and that Ashe is at 135. So Ashe is winning in that one. Mid lane we got 117, while Ryze is at 113, so a little bit ahead there. And jungle wise, that Skarner just has a lot more. It's going at 75 compared to 63 Trundle. So I'm surprised. I figured Trundle would have like a slightly faster farm than that, but he's falling behind mostly from setting up ganks and then stuff not happening, or Skarner stealing his jungle constantly. He's already stolen a buff from him. And I think he stole Wraiths once. And
yeah. So a good counter jungling by Skarner. Hasn't really overextended himself and has really slowed down that jungling by Trundle. But we do have a nice headbutt and a lot of damage going on to Tristana. But Skarner's there to back Tristana up. And they are able to grab Alistar, but he does flash out of there. She jumps in, but it's going to be enough to take him out with that Ignite. Another kill for Tristana. This is not looking good for the bottom lane of any which way. Best Leashes now 3-2. We do have a fight up top. Ooh, pretty even. I'm not sure who's going to win this one if they continue to battle.
Olaf and Aurelia both have not used their ult yet either. So.
Yeah. But it does look like Aurelia is generating more health.
Yeah, she just uses her ult. That's what it does. So.
Oh, we do have Skarner coming down and killing Trundle. They are now 2 kills ahead. And we do have a ping for Dragon.
Yeah,
it has been warded by any which way.
It's not worried about. I don't know if they can do anything about it.
Yeah, Best Leashes is now it's creeping up on 1,000 in gold ahead. So I'll have to see what any which way does. They were able to steal that dragon, which now solidly puts them over 1,000 in gold ahead.
Yeah,
Ryze returning
23-20. So yeah, definitely a much better game by we give the Best Leashes. The first game they were pretty dominated, but for this one, you know, they got really great bans and they targeted bans, and now they're playing a game and they're doing pretty good so far. You know,
Absolutely.
Their ganks are much better. That Skarner's definitely having a much better game, and he's shutting Trundle down really well. So
absolutely.
Ryze did just pick up that Banshee's Veil though, so he's going to be pretty strong against Cass and Cass.
Oh, we do have a lot of damage going on to Olaf. Sorry, I've seen him in so many matches. I just got used to him.
Cass went 3 Doran's rings and a revolver, so she does have a decent amount of health, and she just finished her all the ancient, so she has some nice spell bank. But Ryze with having that Banshee's Veil, it gives him health, mana, which mana gives him more damage, he gives him magic resistance, and he also has his tears too, so every time he casts a spell, he gains more mana. And every time he casts a spell, he gains more damage, and it just scales really well in the late game. He also picked up Merc Treads too, so that's even more magic resist. And he can stop a lot of stuns and stuff. Even though her only stun is... Well, he can stop her slows from her E, and he can... it reduces the amount of stun time on her ult. But I honestly think he could tank her ult and still probably take her.
Yeah, at this point, seems likely. We do have fairly even wards all along the river from both teams, so we do have really good vision on what's going on.
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised the bottom's being ganked so well. Like that Tristana just has insane range, and she was doing so
we
good.
do have Ashe pushing in, but a nice pushback by Tristana is going to save Jaina. Alistair getting in there too late.
No, she must have used it at some point.
Well, she used it across the thing. I don't know if it's up again.
Yeah, that was a while ago. Her arrow is pretty short cooldown.
Oh, we do have a target. Is she going to fire it? No, it's too late anyway. She backs off. Looks like they're just going to push the lane. Looks like Skarner's trying to invade again, though Trundle did see him. But Trundle's all alone. Olaf's right up there. He knows they're there. But that nice pillar blocks off Skarner. Olaf's going to try and go for that tower. And Trundle's just waiting. Olaf, surprisingly, being a little brash. It does look like the first turret is going to go down in favor of Any Which Way. Trundle coming in to try and gank. Nice pillar, but the flash is going to probably get him out of there nice and safe.
Yeah, he uses ulti too to get rid of all those debuffs. So.
Mm-hmm.
Olaf is just so safe, and he does so much more damage now.
Cassiopeia coming in to ward and being watched by Ryze. So
trying to pop that Banshee's Veil.
Mm-hmm.
Jaina already moving super fast.
Aurelia doing... Ooh. Tristana answers the turret with the turret of her own. So bottom, both turrets have gone down for both teams now. So we do have a 1-for-1. Best Leashes is still ahead by about 2,500 gold.
Yeah, the kills in the CS and the Dragon are really starting to add up.
How is Any Which Way going to answer this?
It looks like since Aurelia went Wriggles, her training force is a little bit delayed. And Olaf went Wriggles, and he also built a gold item, so that means his late game scaling will be a little bit better.
Alright, looks like we're going to have a really strong invade by Any Which Way. Alright, Aurelia's, or Cassiopeia's coming in, but backed off just in time, not getting any, not getting picked up by Best Leashes. But it looks like, yeah, they're invading in force now. Now that those bottom turrets have gone down, looks like they might be able to catch Tristana. We do have the headbutt in, thrown up. Lots of damage, but it looks like...
Ashe does have her arrow.
Oh, we do have the teleport. We do see the Ashe arrow.
Dodge, though.
Oh, wow. Excellent dodge by Tristana.
Well, it still hit, but it went off, but her jump went off first, so...
Yeah.
She jumped out of the way. That was really great.
That was awesome. Olaf able to pick up that tower up top. Now, we give the Best Leashes has 2 turrets to Any Which Way's 1. And Skarner was able to take out Ashe. Well, I didn't even see her down here. So it's now 5-2 in favor of Best Leashes, who are definitely playing their game now. Looks like Alistair is going to pick up that Oracles. Try and start taking out some of those wards.
Yeah, Jaina has Oracles too, though, so...
Yeah, and it looks like Best Leashes is setting up for a Dragon. Or
yeah,
at least a
that was at
Ryze.
23... I think like 2340 or something.
Here they come. It was a lockdown from Ryze, but not enough to really take a big chunk of health from. Ooh, that was though.
Ryze already doing so much damage.
Yeah, once he starts really getting involved in team fights, it might change for Any Which Way. But right now, Best Leashes is dominating.
He's at 188 CS though, so he's maintaining equal CS with Cass. So. They're both pretty dangerous, but I think just Ryze just wins it against her.
We do have the pillar coming up. It looks like we're trying to do some poking. Not really a full-fledged team fight, as this is going to be a contested Dragon now. Any Which Way, getting the position. And looks like they are going to pull Dragon. Aurelia's coming in, Trundle's coming in. Oh, Dragon does reset. Looks like they want to put a team fight into this. Oh, here comes Skarner. Skarner's all by himself, but he might be trying to bait them.
Yeah, it's out of position. Oh, he could have a problem. No. Ashe
Oh.
arrow hits.
Ashe arrow, but it's not enough.
Yeah, they were too far back.
Yeah. We do have the acid spit from Cassiopeia. And looks like Best Leashes is going to drive them out of the jungle. But here comes Olaf all by himself. We do have the lockdown from Ryze, but not enough to really do a lot of damage. And Skarner comes in, grabs Ashe, takes her out. We do have a team fight going on. Cassiopeia able to take out Alistair. They're forced back. And it looks like Trundle is going to make it. Wow. But Tristana's right there. But Aurelia dives in. We got the heal. Tristana just cannot die. Wow.
Great heal now, Aurelia.
Absolutely. Aurelia's going to go down 3-0. And this is going to be a free dragon for any which way. And they're going to raid their jungle.
Any which way, definitely bringing it this time.
Absolutely, completely different game. It is now 8-2. They're creeping up on 10K lead, and they're going to take Dragon, which might very well secure that 10K lead. No, they just need a little bit more, about 3K more, and they will be ahead by 10,000 gold, which really secures it for them. So, let's see. Best Leashes is up by a turret and up by 6 kills.
Now, we do know that kills aren't always, all of it.
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
Did see a previous game before this one that kills had no factor at all, but any which way isn't pulling that. They're not pushing the lane really hard. They don't have a character that's being ignored the entire time, so this is a more standard game, and the fact that those kills are really starting to snowball, we give the Best Leashes into a really strong late game.
Absolutely. We'll have to see if any which way can counter this. Ryze continuing to keep up in CS with Cassiopeia.
Yeah, it looks like he picked up that glacial armor, so he's going to start building up his frozen heart. He may have just picked up that because that's the only component that adds mana, but it does add some armor too, so he may switch off and go with another item like an AP item like the Ancients next, but we'll have to see which way he goes.
Yeah. We'll have to see if Trundle can really recover here. Trundle's way behind. Really needs to pick up some solid ganks and just isn't able to. He's so far.
Yeah, like his CS-wise, he's not too far behind, but he just hasn't been effective. His pillars haven't done anything. And they just haven't had a good team engaged.
Now, it looks like we're going to have a giant team fight pushing at Ryze. Ryze is going to be forced to back off. They want to take this middle turret and take all their outer turrets. Wow, lots of AoD damage from Ryze, though. Trundle comes in, tries to slow things down, and he's thrown up in the air. Wow, receiving lots of damage. We'll have to see how this engage turns out. Well, we do have a nice ward by Alistair, but I believe Jaina has an Oracle and is able to take that out. Oh, here we come. Olaf is locked down. We do have the Fan of Arrows, but it is just not doing enough damage.
Olaf did burn his ultimate though, so we'll have to see if Ashe goes for an Ashe arrow. The worst part is you want to say, like, you want her to hit Tristana because Tristana's the one that's doing, like, a large amount of damage. But Tristana gets away from it and it just doesn't die, so.
Tristana being really, really good and effective at just getting out of a situation where she might die. And she's come close quite a few times.
Cass is back right now, though. She just did pick up the Ryze Crystal Scepter, so she'll have a slow incorporated into all their spells, which would be really nice. And it'll give her a good amount of health. She won't do as much damage, though, as Ryze. So, but I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem. She's doing a lot of AoE damage, and her team's ahead in kills, so.
Oh, we do have that Ashe arrow.
Oh, no. She's all good away.
Yeah. Kind of a waste. And Alistair's pulled in, receiving lots of damage, flashes out of there, and the Ignite isn't going to finish him off. Wow. Looks like Any Which Way is pushing back Best Leashes. Skarner taking a lot of damage, but he's tanky enough to take it.
And again, Tristana didn't die.
Yep.
Barely survived. So that was... Skarner always... Well, it wasn't really wasted. Because Alistair flashed out. But Skarner ult's down, Olaf ult down, Ashe ult down, Alistair ult probably down, Trundle ult, I'm not sure, but most likely down.
Yeah.
Aurelia's ult is down. So, a lot of ults going off and no one died.
Yeah, wow, this is a really kind of a face-off. You know, they're trying to get in, but both teams are playing so well that they can't really get a solid in on
these team fights.
Yeah. All right, we do have the flash in from Trundle. Aurelia trying to defend that middle, their last outer turret. But look at this, Olaf's really pushing up top now, and no one's really there to answer. Aurelia is going up now to try and pick up that farm. And we do
So yeah, this is what any which way has to do. They have to make sure to maintain their side of the map and hopefully close the gap CS-wise. And then get one. All they need is one good team fight. Because like it's 8-2, but that's, you know, if they get an ace, then they're back in the game. It's no problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if they don't, and then CS maintains this lead, like it's still like a 10k lead, then in the late game it's just going to be even more problematic. Because Cass, Olaf, Tristana, and Skarner all scale.
Ooh, we
really
do have a
well.
misclick here. Double warded.
Double ward.
And we're going to have a contested blue, but ooh, Tristana comes in. Trundle taking a lot of damage. Trundle's going to go down, killed by Tristana.
Castle hits like everyone.
Oh my gosh. Lots of damage. It looks like Ash is going to go down next from Tristana. Ryze trying to get out of there, but it's not going to be enough. Tristana picks up the triple kill. Is she going to get the quadra kill? And it looks like no.
Olaf steals it.
Wow.
A lightning bolt from the heavens.
12-2. They're now pretty much 10k ahead. They're just
that's a Baron
behind.
right there.
And that's going to put them 10k ahead. They're now 10 kills ahead. Just a completely different match.
Yeah, it's lopsided to the other side. So
yeah, best Leashes.
We'll have to see ban-wise if the next match will be like that even. Because that's what it's like. They're winning because of champion bans.
Absolutely.
You know, and I'm not saying that we get the best Leashes doing bad or anything, but I'm saying the first game, Any Which Way was playing their game. The second game, we give the best Leashes, took that away, and then said, hey, when we actually get the champions we want and you don't have, you know, like a broken top or whatever, then we can do it good too. So
the interesting thing to see, though, is that Any Which Way is going to get first pick and ban. So what they might do is try to grab that Tristana. Yeah, Tristana has been very effective for both teams.
But I'd have to say, like, maybe just go with a pick different than Ashe against the Tristana. Like, I'm actually surprised. I figured an Ashe would do really good against Tristana, but it just hasn't been happening. That Tristana's just picking up a lot of kills, hasn't died ever, and has Infinity Edge, Phantom Dancer, you know, Boots already done, Bloodthirster on the way, you know, and Ashe, while still having almost all of those same things, just isn't doing as much damage.
Yeah.
She also went with a Negatron Cloak, though, so that slowed her Phantom Dancer. So her attack speed is a bit lower, and her crit is a lot lower.
Alright, looks like we're going to have a Dragon by Best Leashes.
Yeah, this will be completely uncontested.
Yep. They just ate
So we'll have the next Dragon at 38 and 12 minutes.
They are now well ahead of the 10k mark.
38 and 12 seconds.
And completely just invading this jungle here. They do have Baron buff as well. What we're going to have to see from Any Which Way is if they can catch them out of position, which they might just do with this Skarner. Unfortunately, he's able to take so much damage, and Tristana and Cassiopeia and Jane are coming in, but he is taking a lot of damage. He does go down. Ryze picking up that kill.
Yeah, his team was pretty close, but they just didn't get there fast enough.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I thought that Skarner was going to make it.
Yeah, I thought he was going to play Super Bait.
Yeah.
But no, he played not Super Bait.
And it's little things like that might turn it around for Any Which Way, but I don't know. Best Leashes does have quite a lead here. And it looks like we're going to have a 5-on-4, but they do have Baron buff.
Yeah, Tristana just picked up a Last Whisper also, so lots of armor penetration, so even if they buy armor, it's not going to be super effective against her damage. She almost has a perfect build. She's just waiting for Bloodthirster, and then whatever her last item will be. She could even go with a double Bloodthirster or a double Phantom Dancer. We'll have to see. No one's built a Thornmail, so she could go either direction, and they'd both be good.
Wow, just able to suck up the damage from Ryze. Just not really effective. Really focusing on Trundle. He's taking huge chunks of damage. but he backs off just in time to stay safe. Oh, and it looks like the Demoni Yogomez is able to take out that top turret. So they're starting to catch up in turrets now. It's 3-2 in favor of Best Leashes, but they are going for that inner turret, and they are going to take it out quite easily. Tristana is doing so much damage, and there's no one really there to answer her. And up goes Best Leashes, probably going to take down this turret now. Or at least...
yeah, let's see if they decide to take it. Ooh, sorry. Nope. Okay, they're just going to go back and pick up the farm for that.
Does look like they're waiting for Olaf so he doesn't get caught out of position. Alright, we do have several pings going down. Looks like they do want to grab this turret here. Skarner coming in with the rest of his team.
They're going to wrap around.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep them at that turret. We do have a nice pillar. Really stopping the wraparound. And forcing...
they force like their whole team top, so... See, they shouldn't have gone for the minions. They're wasting too much time. They should have just gone with someone tanking the turret, like now, but now they're going to get caught in there. So
they should have a lot of damage. Olaf is locked down, but he's able to just tank that.
Ulti out of it.
Yeah. So nice defense by Any Which Way, trying to stay alive as best they can, even though they are 2 turrets down, and what's that? 9? Yeah, 9 kills down. So they have quite a ways to catch up. They're still over 10k behind Best Leashes, who is just dominating this match.
Yeah, they're maintaining CS lead, and they're not being too aggressive. So
we do have a lot of defensive wards though for Any Which Way, so we'll have to see if they can catch someone out of position, but highly unlikely. Baron buff is down though.
Yeah, we'll have to wait. That should be... Baron should actually be up relatively like in the next few minutes. So if they wait for that, they get a good Baron, and then they do like a lot with it. That'll be really good. But if they constantly play the super defensive role, even though they're clearly in the lead, it could get to the point where eventually gold doesn't matter anymore, and then it's just all about whoever has the best team fight, which could put Any Which Way in a position to steal a win.
It looks like they're going to try and grab blue here, and it doesn't look like Any Which Way is going to contest it, given the blue with Skarner, who's doing a really good job in buff control, taking out those wards too, so they can't see in there anymore. Any Which Way doesn't look like they know which way to go.
Well, they're going which way. That's the point of the name. Well, actually, no. The point of the name you'll find out from the video that we show after.
Their theme song.
Yeah, their theme song. It's quite a different Any Which Way. But yeah, like builds are starting to get finished out. Like clearly they're more finished out on We Give the Best Leashes side, but Any Which Way is really starting to get the CS to where they have enough items to be effective. So if they just keep slowing it down and maintaining their side of the map as much as possible and have one good Baron fight, I think they could at least turn around and get some good towers down. I don't think them getting one Baron buff will win them the game.
Oh, we do have a focus on Tristana. She did jump out of there, and it is too late. They take down Tristana.
First death of the match. Tristana finally dies. That's
caught
a lot
out
of
position
too.
Yeah, she's caught completely out of position. They are going to get that bonus gold as well, and this is going to put a Baron fight in favor of Any Which Way right now. So we'll have to see how they counter that. Ryze, so tanky. But it looks like they might just try to push the lane, grab a turret, and see if they can catch someone else.
They have to maintain that they don't.
Oh, they do lock down Olaf. He's taking a lot of damage. He flashes out of there. His shield able to save him.
Well,
and we do a flash in. Ooh, locked down as well. Just several lockdowns. Tons of AoE damage. Ooh,
a great castle.
Yeah, that was an awesome cast out. Looks like Alistair's going to be taken out by Cassiopeia, but Ryze takes out Skarner. So we do have a 2-for-1 in favor of Any Which Way. And how are they going to get engaged now? Simone Yogame really low in health. Ryze kind of halfway, Trundle halfway. Looks like they're going to back. This might be a great opportunity for Best Leashes to grab Baron now. And that's exactly what they want to do with the ping there.
Tristana's just starting to come up too.
Yep.
Now they do have a ward there, so they know they just cleared out their wards except for that bush, so they know that they're doing it.
Yep.
But let's see if they can actually respond, because none of them have gone back yet, so they're all really low. So
Yeah.
like all you do is like a constant reset, and then hope Ash can come up and answer something, because she's the one with the most health.
Well, looks like we do have the reset. Olaf is locked down, taking lots of damage. A missed arrow. Tristana able to take out Ryze. Pushed back by Jaina. Trundle able to take out Cassiopeia. Olaf taking out Trundle.
That Jaina ult was beautiful.
Oh, and that Olaf coming in and grabbing Aurelia before she can do any damage. And this is going to be a pretty much a free Baron now. Alistair coming in. They do have that warded, but Jaina's there to take that out. And no one's really there to answer it. So an advantage for Any Which Way just turned into the advantage for Best Leashes, who just stuck it out and pushed Baron enough to grab it.
Yeah, that puts them really... They're like 20k ahead now.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yep, they're just shy of... They're like 5,000...
15K.
Yeah, they're 15k ahead. They're all backing off, though. And it looks like Ryze is going to be up soon. Trundle's going to be up soon, so they're not going to be able to grab any turrets right now. And if Any Which Way plays their cards right, they might be able to play this defensively enough. As I believe, let's see, Alistair's only level 12. Ash and Ryze are 18. Trundle's 15.
I think that's the biggest problem, is Trundle isn't doing enough. It's almost like it's a 45.
Yeah. Looks like Skarner's just going to solo Dragon, gaining a level and gold. Now it's getting really close to 20k lead by Best Leashes.
So yeah, Best Leashes team, like they're scaling better in the late game. And that Trundle, even though he has 149 CS, he's still really far behind. Like Tristan has 321. It's insane CS.
Alright, looks like this tower is just going to be instant hint down. And that's just going to go down. That's their 5th tower to Any Which Ways 2. They're playing it very defensively now. They do have that ward there, but Jaina's there to take that out. And a ward here.
Yeah, not sure what that was
Yeah,
about.
maybe a misclick. Maybe they wanted it in here to try and do some damage. Looks like they're going to go and grab blue again, stealing that from Any Which Way, which is really good buff control.
That's weird. Cass picked up a Spirit Visage.
But they might be able to catch Olaf out of position. Here comes Ryze with the he's not able to be disabled, or he can't be disabled. So
It's like
Olaf's a great
Olaf
choice for
ultimate
that.
round.
But Trundle was able to pick up that red, so while they did have good buff control, they were able to save one of their buffs. So not minor consolation prize considering they're 10 kills behind and 3 towers and almost 20k. Although they're starting to creep back up though. In gold. We do have a Trinity Force purchased by Skarner.
Yeah, Skarner's already really tanky, and now he's just like, okay, now it's time to build damage, so
Right?
he's going to be even more deadly.
We do have a ping there. They do know that ward is there. Lots of warding in Any Which Ways jungle from both teams. We do have a target on the last middle turret of Any Which Way. So it looks like Best Leashes is going to come up here. Try to take that out. Let's see. So both teams kind of playing it safe, wondering where the other team is. Olaf going back. Baron buff is still up.
Unfortunately, like, they haven't engaged in a team fight. Like, they did good picking the Baron up, but they haven't done anything with it yet.
Yeah.
They got one turret, which was almost dead anyways. And then they just, you know, pressured a little bit in the front. But
Yeah. All right. Looks like Best Leashes is almost 3K now before they reach 20K ahead in gold.
and they have complete control of the map.
Oh, absolutely. Any which way playing very, very defensively. Best Leashes just completely dominating. Olaf back. Oh, we do have the Astro freezing up Tristana. They are focusing out. She is locked down. She's taking lots of damage. But that, oh, not enough. The Jaina ult was not enough. It pushes her away. She jumps away, but she was killed by Ashe. And they're chasing away the rest of of Best Leashes, and they might be able to catch this Olaf out of position. I'm not sure if his ult is up or not.
Yeah, it is, so he'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah, he'll be fine. But this Cassiopeia is here. And they do see her. So they might push this tower. Looks like they're backing off. A good engagement by Any Which Way, picking up the kill, not getting killed themselves. Baron buff is over.
Yeah, they didn't do enough of that Baron buff, so any which way, like, they're still pretty far behind, but that's what they need to do. They need to stall until Baron buffs go down, and then they need to start winning team fights.
Mm-hmm.
And the more they, like, keep the game going, the more they can slowly build up and finish up all their items. And that just goes down to what team, you know, scales the best in the super late game.
Absolutely.
We'll have to see how it is. Like, Ryze scales really great. Aurelia scales really great. Ashe scales really great. Unfortunately, like we said, Trundle not doing a whole ton. Alistair, he is going to get a bit more tanky. Unfortunately, he's the one with the least amount of items because he's warding really well.
Yeah.
But he has picked up an Aegis, so he is getting some good buffs for his entire team. He hasn't built anything else, though, so he hasn't done, like, Shirelias or anything like that, so we'll have to see what his next time is.
Skarner built Shirelias, though.
Yes. Skarner with Shirelias is mean.
It does look like that Trundle is starting to catch up, and now it looks like Alistair's way behind with that level 13. Alistair is starting to catch up to that 18 max with his level 16. We have a couple pings for Olaf. They don't want to be caught out of position anymore like they were, because it's catching them out of position that's really going to help Any Which Way.
And it means they have two Shirelias. Did
Yep,
Skarner's?
they do.
Yeah, okay.
They have a Jaina Shirelia and a Skarner Shirelia. Alright, looks like they're chasing after Trundle. Ooh, nice pillar. Kind of slows down that advance. But they're just going to go back into their jungle.
I want to know what Olaf's ultimate cooldown is, because it's like it's always up.
Yeah, he's just able to pretty much spam that. You cannot hold me back.
It's like every time I look, I'm like, okay, it'll be good. You know, they can hit up Olaf now because he just uses ult. It's like, oh wait, no, it's back again.
Looks like Best Leashes is setting up to engage Baron, and Any Which Way is setting up as well. It looks like both teams are going to wait for that to pop. And here comes Baron. We do have a ward by...
yeah, and they saw it.
Yeah, they do. And that's going to go down. So what is Any Which Way going to do to counter that? They do fake a Baron.
Any Which Way doesn't have any vision.
No, they do.
I don't know if it gives them vision.
Yep.
Yeah, it does.
So, a great pillar by Trundle, showing them vision. Another ward.
Yeah, and
Jaina
okay.
does see it and it's going to take it out. No one able really to engage here. Yeah, some good sighting by Ashe.
I love how Olaf is trying to bait their disables.
Right?
He's like, yeah, my ultimate, I'll just get out.
Oh, here they come, pushing into Ashe, doing lots of damage to her. Ashe, gonna go down.
Yeah, Olaf just took the arrow in the face and was like,
Yeah, Skarner able to take out Aurelia. And doesn't look like Trundle's gonna make it either. Ryze and Alistair getting out of there, but Their team is just so tanky now. They're just going to charge in and try to grab this turret, grab this inhibitor. We have the good games.
Yeah, they're not even going to go for the advantage in the GG right here.
Yeah. Alistair and Ash with the GG. We do have Ryze going back, Alistair going back. They do take out that inhibitor. What can they do? I think this is going to be good.